Have you been living the half glass empty sort of life where you think everything's hard? Why me? Woe's me? Why is this? Why is that? Have you been thinking that why is money hard to come by? Why are relationships difficult? Why is my business failing? Why is my business not working the way it is? Why am I not in the job I want to be in? Why can't I get a new job, the one I want? Why can't I have a new relationship what I want? Why can't I have the money what I want? And then wondering why our life is that little bit more difficult and we keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And it's all because of those faulty beliefs and programs again. It's all because we're consciously putting in those low frequency thoughts into the subconscious mind, and it manifests for us on the external, and the same old things keep rolling and rolling and happening the same way. And we consciously want to go and change it. So what we've been taught is life's hard and we've got to go out and make it happen, and make it happen like in a hard way, and grind and get up at silly o'clock and work 14-hour days and go back to bed and start back over again and do that every single day. And life's not actually like that, because we wasn't given the rule book. We was taught a different way. We was injected with ideas and beliefs that were low frequency, and all these programs that were running were low vibrational programs, and they was inserted to us in over our whole lives, and we didn't know any different. And then we want to go out and make all these changes and wonder why it's hard, because the external realm is already been manifest. It's already been solidified from the mind, from the subconscious mind, from our internal imagination. It's been manifest out here, solidified, and then we go and try and change it, and that's difficult. That is actually hard itself. So how do we go about changing it? How do we actually go about changing this external world? Well, it's definitely not the way we've been taught it is. We're definitely not the way that we've got to go out and do this in these hard ways, because if you're anything like me and you've tried that probably repeatedly over and over in your life, and you're coming up against a brick wall, you're like that, well, this is hard, it's not changing, why can't I do this? And if you do have certain breakthroughs, maybe they're not so long lived. Maybe you do actually manifest really good things in your life for a period of time, and then all of a sudden you're not manifesting those things that you want, you're not generating the good feelings that you want. And then you're like, well, I was manifesting really good, and I did have a period of time doing that, and what's happened? It's because those beliefs and programs keep running again. You might have override those subconscious programs for a little while by willpower in the conscious mind, and then you relaxed and you forgot about it, or you defocused and you didn't keep your attention on high frequency positive thoughts. And then it defaulted back into the subconscious, and then defaulted back into running the subconscious programs, and it come out, it manifested, and it liquefied from the inside and solidified onto the outside once again. And there we are, once again doing the same thing over and over again. So instead of using our energy in that way, and instead of trying to grind it and using our willpower, which I've said before has only got a finite energy to it, and we can then realise that that willpower has got a finite energy, and every time I keep trying to use my willpower, I keep running out of energy, then get fatigued, and then get frustrated once again, and then you're looping on that. I have not got the energy I want to go out and change it, because you can't go out and change it because it's already manifest. So we can use our energy in a more positive way by putting in those high quality frequency thoughts into our mind, and letting those old beliefs fade away as we keep replacing into the subconscious mind these high quality thoughts. We keep doing it consistently over and over and over every single day, and that in itself might seem like a bit of a grind for some people, but we've had a lifetime of putting in the thoughts that are low frequency, low vibrational, so it's going to take a little bit of time to reprogram, and it's just in the consistency of doing it. And at the start, like I've said before, you can just do little bits at a time. Even if you take time to stop for a moment and just think to yourself, what is going on internally, what is running, what beliefs are running, what programs are running, and you can catch that and watch that. And in that time, you can actually make the choice, because our choice is our superpower. And it's in that power that we can actually decide to have those high frequency quality thoughts. We can then impress upon the subconscious mind what we want to then manifest externally, what feelings we want to feel, and what thoughts we actually want to think throughout the day. And it's starting with these little moments, just by taking a few minutes for yourself to watch for that, and then start impressing upon the subconscious mind with our own thoughts, what we want and how we want to feel. And then that can have a positive feedback loop. So the more you do it consistently, and you go in it a little bit at a time, and then you can build upon that each and every day. And as you build upon that each and every day, whereas you might have had to use a little bit of willpower at the start, that starts fading, because the energy starts building and you can start flowing through this. And as you start flowing through this and start building more internal positive high frequency thoughts, they have a rebounding effect through you, and then they can perpetuate themselves. And then as you naturally start coming back to your natural high frequency of what you are, you won't have to put in the hard work at the start of reprogramming the mind. And when I say hard work, it's not really hard work. It's just a matter of catching those negative thoughts, catching those limiting beliefs, and watching for them, and then deciding, no, I don't want that, I want to have this. And then it's in that contrast of seeing those thoughts that you don't want come in, and then thinking, actually, that's not what I want. I don't want to feel like this. Those thoughts are making me feel this way, and I don't want that. And it's in that contrast of that being fed back to you by way of your subconscious mind, your inner being showing you that, by the way of, these feelings have arose because I'm having those thoughts. And most of us want to run away from those feelings and doing the distractions and what we've done with our whole life. But we've forgotten that our inner being is actually showing us that those feelings, those emotions, are because we're not thinking good quality thoughts. It's because we're running limiting beliefs. And it's by way of that we can actually start feeling better, because now we're knowing that the inner being's showing us. That inner self is showing you, by way of those thoughts, you're not on the right track. You're not in alignment for what you want. And it's by showing you but not in alignment for what you want, you can actually take a step back and say, do you know what? Thank you. And being in that grateful mode, just by being grateful for showing me, that actually raises your frequency in itself. By knowing that our inner self is showing us that, gives us a positive confidence way to go forward, to actually realise that we're always being helped, we're always actually being guided, life is always helping us, always showing us the way, always guiding us to our highest potential, our highest frequency, our highest thoughts and our highest vibrational patterns. So when the contrast does come and our frequency starts dropping and our vibration starts dropping, we can then look at those thoughts and beliefs and see what they are, along the lines of, life's not working out for me. Why does this all happen to me all the time? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And then you can build upon beliefs like, life is happening for me. I am being supported at all times. Things do work out. I am very lucky. Things are always happening to show me where I am on my journey. Relationships are very good. My relationship with myself is very good. It's all manifest already waiting for me. The money's there, the relationship there, the good health is there, the business is running well. I have got a good job. I have got good friendships. I do the things I actually want to do. We keep putting these good things in, keep repeatedly doing them. And that's not like positive affirmations. It's different from that. It is in a way where you are doing that positive way, but you're feeling it now with it. You're actually reprogramming the subconscious mind. You're actually watching the negative beliefs and having feedback from that and recognizing that. And in this process, all those negative beliefs do start fading away as you start reprogramming the subconscious mind. You do start seeing that as you're reprogramming and working through this, that those manifestations internally are feeling better. You're feeling in a way that is in alignment with you, and the more you're in alignment, the more that's manifesting outside. And it's like everything is out there waiting for you. It's already manifest. Creation's already happened for you. It's happened everywhere. Like I said, the money's out there, the relationship's out there, or the relationship you're in already is already beautiful and solid and loving and intimate, and however you want that to be. It's already manifest, it's already there. You just got to align to it. And it's by changing our thoughts, by dropping these old faulty limiting beliefs away, yeah, that we do align with all of that, and then we can allow the receiving of it. And we don't even have to consciously allow the receiving of it. We say, okay, now I'm going to receive that. It's just in raising the frequency, or remembering that we're that high frequency already and aligning to that frequency, that those things just appear in our lives. The people that we need to see will come. The opportunities that we will need to have will arise. Everything that's already there, we will be guided to go. We will be guided to, all of a sudden, I need to go over to here, to maybe go to this park and sit there. And then you might see a synchronicity, or someone might sit next to you and start talking to you about something. A call might happen about some work you might be wanting. Someone may have called you, like, from the past that you've not been speaking to for a long time. All of a sudden they just ring you and start talking about something. You might see something on the internet, you might see something on a billboard somewhere, you might hear a conversations over here in a coffee shop or something. It will always show and reflect back to you when you're in alignment. And the more you're in alignment, the more that positive feedback loop's happening, and the more then that you build that confidence in, like, yeah, it is working for me, this is actually happening. I am becoming in alignment with all of this, and it is working. And it's in that knowing that it's working that then the magic starts happening in the life, and the synchronicities start becoming a way of life. They don't become that, oh wow, look at this string of numbers, or look at these things that are happening continually, and it can't be a coincidence. Synchronicity just becomes a way of life. Life becomes that just one big synchronicity moment, and we come out of linear time into this more flowing, circular, synchronistic time, where things do become that lot more magical in your life. And in that magic, remembering that we're actually eternal, magnificent, beautiful beings, so powerful that the more we remember that, the more we say that to ourselves, increases this high vibration, increases the high frequency that we are. And the remembrance of all of this sets us up to be in alignment with ourselves even more so. So once the contrast comes again in the way of unwanted feelings, unwanted emotions, the remembrance of this is actually helping me, this is actually showing me what I actually want, what I am actually aligned to inside. It is actually reminding you consistently, when you have the contrast and you fall into a lower frequency belief system, you can catch that and say, that's what I don't want, this is what I do want. And when the contrast shows up in the way of unwanted experiences in your life, you can say, that's what I don't want. I don't want these experiences anymore. I want to change the way I'm thinking, and want to let go of those low frequency vibrational thoughts and beliefs, and actually have these high frequency beliefs and thoughts and manifest that. And then forget about what's already manifest. Forget about the circumstances that are already here. Because when we're concentrating just on the circumstance that's already here, and we go into woe's me, look what's happening, look at the state of my life, look at the train wreck of what it is, we're again back in those beliefs of low frequency and low vibration. We need to pull ourselves back out of that and keep reminding ourselves consistently, yeah? Just because what's manifest has manifest because of the low frequency. Thank you for showing me the contrast. Thank you is the gratitude and the high frequency that will get you to start even thinking better, to start getting back into those high quality, powerful thoughts. So remember, creation has already happened. Everything is manifest. The money is there, the relationship is there, the business is there, the experiences are there, the adventures there, the calmness is there, the peace is there, the happiness is there, the joy. It's already here. We just have to align to it. And it's in these processes, by doing this, that we can align to it, and we can come here and live the life we want to live. Much love. I'll see you on the next video.